Now more than ever, it's really easy to get good lighting for videos. Today we're going to be talking about the Weeylite RB9. I always want to say RGB9 because that's just like what we're accustomed to saying now, but this comes from the interwebs. This is an Amazon product that, well, I'll be forward, I was offered for free to sample. This isn't a paid interview, but I was given this, so I had no stipulations. I'm just going to give honest thoughts. Right out of the gate, I'm going to say it's pretty great. This is just a simple product. It's, as you can see, about phone-sized. It's got aluminum construction, which is really nice, good weight. USB Type-C charging. It has a few manual controls on the side so that if you don't have a mobile device to connect this to do all your controls, like you can still set up your lighting the way you need it manually on the buttons, because there's a little screen on the back here, and you can from there see the battery life, what channel it's on, the color temperature, and the color brightness, which is about all you need, really. So, oh yeah, so we're gonna look at the back here. It's got a 3000 milliamp hour battery with a max power of 12 watts, which when it comes to LEDs, that's pretty good. So it also has on the side a 1/4 inch threading so that you could mount this to a cage, and it also has that on the bottom. So you can either mount this to the cold shoe or, you know, mount it to the side, whatever is more important. So the options are real nice. What also came with it is a little mini tripod that you can mount, like I said, either the side or the bottom. And then you can just kind of stand this up anywhere that you need your auxiliary lighting, which is nice. It also came with that cold shoe plus the threading so that you can mount this where needed. Came with the Type-C cable. It also has this silicone extra diffuser. Now, the panel that's covering the LEDs is a bit of a diffuser itself, as well as extra protection for the LEDs so they don't get crushed. So that one's made pretty well, and it diffuses pretty well, but this also helps scatter some of those protons a little better. Photons, not protons. I don't care for the way that this lines up on here. It feels weird, but it does offer a bit of additional diffusion, which could be needed. I think it does a decent job. I mean, I can side light my face really well with this, as you can see. Now, the real sweet thing about LEDs is like how power efficient they are, plus how you can completely customize the lighting. Now, before it used to be about the type of bulbs you would put into your light. Now, the fact is I can change these to whatever I want, which is great not only for photo shoots, but I think this thing really shines when it comes to video. Having custom lights for regular photo shoots is important, but let me open up the app here. Being able to customize color temperatures straight from your phone to like all kinds of different, like I can get this anything I want, which is really cool. And let's talk about the app a little bit. Let's turn this off for a second. So in the app, in the instructions, they have 2 QR codes, one for the iOS store and then one for a third-party APK for Android. Now, you're not going to get it on the Play Store. You have to download their program. But what's nice about it is that it didn't need to go through any pairing process. It knew right away to look for this light instead of having to like go through Bluetooth settings or anything like that, which was super convenient. Really appreciated that. Now, you can set up multiple lights, all of the same model, into different channels and groupings. So I could have a bunch of warm lights, you know, over to the side somewhere. Say you're out on a set, like you're in the woods or something, and you want like, I don't know, some special custom lighting or something. You could have like a bunch of warm lights and then a bunch of cooler lights in opposing directions or something if you wanted to, you know, simulate different lighting scenarios, which is really cool. And they all control them from the same application. Now, having that is nice, but what's really cool is how you can make custom colors. Now, on the HSI color wheel, you can completely move it around to all sorts of different color combinations and saturation. So you can either have like super saturated colors or rather muted colors. It's up to you. And then of course the power level of how strong those lights are going to come off. So again, having multiple lights at different colors and different color temperatures and different channels, the sky's the limit with what you can do with this. The other thing that's really cool is the fact that you have scenes, like having police sirens. Now be careful when you're doing this. Don't actually put this in your car. You will get arrested and you will go to jail if you're trying to pretend to be a police officer. But if you're filming a scene where police lights are present, this is the best way to do it. You could have this like in a window, and it could be like some sort of investigation scene or something like that, which is really cool. The one I think is super useful is the flame flicker. So this is a warm light and it simulates the flame flickering really well. And then you could have a bunch of these in different scenarios to have different light sources, and then just basically put a flame layer on top of it, and then you have that light source that is illuminating realistically, and then a bunch of these in the house, like if the room's on fire or something like that. This is an excellent solution for that. And they have a few more. They have like fireworks, they have the blinking lights, camera flashes, which also is a great scenario for different film. It's a great solution for different filming scenarios. So they tell me that there isn't like a true limit to how many you can have stacked on the app, which is pretty crazy. And they run for about 3 hours, and they also have power delivery out to the camera if you have the ability to charge by USB Type-C. So that's cool. And 3 hours at maximum brightness is a decently long time, and the fact is if you need it to go longer than that, you can have an extra battery bank plugged into the Type-C port. So, you know, I think it's really well thought out, good design, and I definitely think that this is the answer for a lot of extra lighting scenarios. Especially if you just want like regular lighting, like not even like specialty stuff. If you just need good lighting to bring with you anywhere, this is the pocket-sized light that will cover your bases. So definitely, thumbs up from me. You can find these on Amazon. They're about $100, so it's up to you whether that price is acceptable or not. But I think with how versatile this thing is, I think that's an easy camera bag addition in my book.